Hey guys, this is Reco McDaniel again. Thanks for joining me on another Blueprint for Success video in our video series. And I wanted to come to you and talk to you really quickly. Somebody had a question to me the other day. They were saying, Reco, I want to get to the next level. What is it going to take for me to go from where I am, to the next level? And it's amazing how many people, go to one of my seminars or get on one of my motivational conference calls or listen to one of my CDs, maybe a podcast, they're on a webinar, and they email me and they say, listen, I made the decision, I'm ready to change my life. What do I need to do to take it to the next level, to take it up a notch? Right? And when we start talking about the preliminary items that are on the docket in order for them to go to the next level, they get discouraged, they never do it. So what I want to do really quickly is to kind of share with you, what it's going to take for you to get to the next level. At least give you the concept behind what it's going to take for you to get to the next level. See, it's important for you to understand that in life, success comes with prerequisites. Okay. Now I want you to write that word down. I'm not going to spell it for you. You're going to have to do the hard work, spell it out and look it up. But I'm going to give you the definition. But prerequisites in the dictionary means something required beforehand. Okay. I'm going to say it again. In the dictionary, prerequisites means something required beforehand. And if you've ever been to college, you probably remember that before you got to your major courses, no matter if you were taking engineering, business, you could have been trying to go to medical school, you could have been trying to go to become a teacher. You had a certain list of prerequisite courses that you had to take before you got into your major courses. And I don't know if you were like me when I went to school. When I went to school for engineering, I thought it was a joke because I'm like, look, I already took algebra and calculus. I already took chemistry. I already took English and social studies and, world, this or that. I mean, the bottom line is I've already taken this stuff. Why am I having to take these prerequisites before I get into my major courses? Because this is what I'm paying for to get my degree. Now, colleges typically give you those prerequisite courses for a couple of different reasons, and I'll just give you two. The first reason why they make you go through those prerequisite courses is they try to weed out all the people who are not serious, okay? And I want you to think about that because there are a list of prerequisites that you have to go through in life in order to succeed. And the reason why those prerequisites are put into place is because if you don't have what it takes to survive to get through those prerequisite courses, then you're not allowed to get to the next level. All right. The second reason why those prerequisite courses are put into place is because a lot of those courses you take are going to be bits and pieces of what you learn that's going to help you in your major courses. Now, it's very important for you to understand what I just said with that because a lot of things you're going through right now may not be teaching you how to become a millionaire, but there are certain principles and there are certain parts of your character that's being built at this time that's not only going to help you become a millionaire, but help you, watch this, remain a millionaire. And that's what it's all about. I teach people all the time. It's not about getting rich, but it's about staying rich. So those are two reasons why you have prerequisites in college. And I'm telling you right now is really why you have prerequisites in life. Is at the end of the day, hey, we're trying to weed out who's not serious. And we're also trying to make sure that some of the things you learn, you can use later. Another analogy I'll give you really quickly and I'll end this video is that when you think about in college and you're starting to take these classes is you have certain lessons that you have to learn during the courses. And over the course of time, as you're learning these lessons, you also go through certain preparation. And the reason why you start preparing as you learn these lessons is because eventually you're going to take a test. And after you take that test, depending on how well you do on the test, at the end of a certain time period, you're going to be given a score that's going to be calculated based upon the sum total and average of how well you did on those tests over time, which is dependent upon how well you prepared, which is dependent upon how well you took those lessons you learned. And that's going to be the deciding factor on if you get promoted to the next level, whether you are a sophomore or a junior or a senior, then eventually you graduate. You get to the next level in school because you go through those lessons, you learn them, you prepare, and then you pass those tests. Guess what? It's the same thing in life. It's the same thing in your business. See, right now you're going through things that's teaching you a lesson. And I believe in God, and sometimes when things happen, we may ask God why. Well, the reality is You're supposed to learn lessons when things happen to you. People look at, hey, they look at a situation where they lose. And it's like you win or you lose and they get depressed and they're all sad and they want to quit. The reality is you don't win or lose, you win or learn. See, if you don't get what you're fighting for, if you don't get what you're praying for at this moment, it's not that you won't ever get it, but guess what? It may be put on hold. And the reason why it may be put on hold because maybe you haven't prepared enough to pass the test that you need to pass to get promoted. And see, if you can understand this concept, you can start getting yourself ready in order to go to the top. And I want you to envision this, and I'll close with this. I want you to envision the top being the stage. See, most people want to become ultimately successful. Most people look at my videos on YouTube, they come to one of my seminars, they read one of my books, they hear me speak on a conference call or at some ceremony, and they're like, man, I want to be like you. Man, I want to have the type of success you have. And there's nothing wrong aspiring to be like another individual, or at least not to be like them, but to have the type of success that they have, or even greater. But what you got to understand is you see the glory, but behind every glory, there's also a story. See, most people don't understand things that I had to go through, how hard I had to fight, how hard I had to work, all the sleepless nights, all the times I was denied, all the times that people were hating on me and they tried to, tear down my empire, whatever I was trying to build. I stuck and stayed through it. I had perseverance and determination. I stayed focused. I kept my faith. And at the end of the day, I started to succeed. But I didn't quit. See, in order for you to get to the stage, what you got to understand, there's a group of steps that lead to the stage. And in order for you to get to the stage, you got to master all the steps in order to get on the stage. See, if you're not willing to master each step and walk up each step one by one, as you go through those lessons and you pass that test, then guess what? You're never going to get to the stage, which is the next level. And I'm hoping that you got something from this message and you start mastering those steps so you can take it to another level. Thanks for joining me again on this Blueprint for Success video. God bless, and we'll see you next time.
Next level. Next level.